case is critical. We need a doctor. Dr. Custom? Patient number 4U. Symptoms include you haven't laughed in a while, you're tired of the fake, and you suddenly want everything custom? Sounds pretty bad. I don't know if we'll be able to save them. Hurry, they need more faith, truth, and hustle.
Through all that, what do you think keeps you grounded and reminds you why to keep going every day?
Well, of course.
What's the biggest thing?
Right here, that's one of the biggest ones. And Lori, which is my wife.
My mama.
My son, which is Renee, and my mom. This is what we do it for. I do it for y'all. And of course, in the future, this is the plan. Of course, eventually I'm gonna step away, enjoy every day. But it's a blessing to be able to work with each other every day. That's like the icing on the cake. That's just, the rest is cool. The rest work is work. But that's one thing being self-made is we get to spend every day together. I think that's the biggest thing we've learned this year is just today's today. Tomorrow's going to be another day. Whatever we get accomplished today, that's enough.
All right. This is the first official episode of the So For You podcast. So we need a drum roll, please, for the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend. I'm here with my dad, Ildefonso Olivas, or as most people know him, Ponch Olivas. Today's episode is special because we're talking about faith, family, hard work, and truth. Like what it's really like to be an entrepreneur. So grab your drink, grab the hot Cheetos, grab a snack, and here we go. So welcome to the So For You podcast, where we talk faith. We're sowing faith, hustle, and truth. And for those of you who don't know who you are, what are 3 things that people know you as or know you by?
They know me as Ildefonso Olivas, or everybody knows me as Ponch Olivas, Ponch Olivas. I have to say that every time, because if not, they'll get it wrong. Mm-hmm. And they know me.
What's 3 things that people know you from or know you by?
They know me from the cars, from the lowriders, and they know me from the dogs, from the American Bullies, from Saki Bomb, and they know that's pretty much, they know what they know about me. They know I get down when it comes to all that, and they know that I work for myself. I've always worked for myself.
Okay, so let's start there. You work for yourself for how long?
How long have I been working for myself now? Since 2006.
2006. And what did you start with? Name a few businesses or what all you've been into. What all types of different businesses?
From the beginning, I started at Carl's Antiques on 1936. I was 13 years old cleaning his shop. And then before that, I've always worked with my dad at his shop. But then I worked at Carl's Antiques, and then from there, I went to Texas Burger, and then I worked Texas Burger my whole high school years. And then I went to the trench lines, and I found out that wasn't for me. And then
Texas Burgers, where you fell in love with double meat, double cheese.
Double meat, double cheese, the number 2, mayonnaise, no onions. And then from there, I went to the jail, and I worked at the jail for 6 years. I did that. That was like one of the funnest jobs I've had. I transported inmates all over the state. It was a blast, but they didn't pay good. So then I went to a machine shop, and I started as the shop hand, just sweeping the shop, cleaning the shop. And
From the bottom up, huh?
From the bottom up, and then I learned how the machine shop runs and what it is at a machine shop, and I had the opportunity to go on my own, and I went on my own, and I started a R&P rig service with a good friend, with Raul Cruz.
But you were just ready. You were just ready to jump into it.
Oh, nah, man. It was me and Pelon. We call him Pelon, and it was just a leap of faith. It came from God, and I just said, you know what? I'm gonna try it. What can go wrong? I've always looked up to my dad. My dad worked on his own, and I always admired him for working for himself. And I said, you know what? If he can do it, I can do it too. It's not gonna be that hard, but it was hard, super hard. But we tried it. It went great, and we had a rig service. We did drawworks, mud pumps, swivels, general field work. It was a wild ride. The oil field is no joke. And that's where from there it got slow. The oil field went down. And for Father's Day, I remember I told your mom, I said, what are we gonna do for your dad for Father's Day? And she said, I don't know. I said, you know what, let's fix his golf cart seat. So I put the golf cart seat, we did it custom, and I put it outside, and I said, I'm gonna put it out there so people can just see the work. I wasn't thinking so they could see the golf cart. I said, so they could see the work we did on the seat. And next thing you know, they started showing up asking, do you fix golf carts? Do you rent golf carts? Do you sell them? And I was like, oh yeah, I do it all. We rent them, we sell them.
Oh my God.
We fix them. We do everything. And they were like, oh yeah. So that was in the morning. In the evening, I had 6 golf carts out in the front.
But the first golf cart that you made, the custom one, was of what?
A Dallas Cowboys, the best team in the world.
Oh my God.
The only team that matters. And it was a custom Dallas Cowboys seat. And from there, I'm telling you, that was in the morning. I put it out. In the evening, there was 6 or 7 golf carts lined up for repair. My dad came back from lunch. He's like, what is that? And I said, well, we fix golf carts now. This is what we do
golf
now.
Carts now.
Yeah, I told him we fix golf carts now.
You had everything to fix the golf carts, and
No.
you just were like,
Yeah, I had Google. That's how
you had tools and everything.
I had your basic tools, but I didn't know what you needed to fix golf carts. I just know we were gonna do it now. So the Google's a mother.
Oh my
I
God.
started Googling like schematics.
None of those people asked you, how much is it gonna be, or when do you think it'll be done? What did you say?
Oh, I just said I'll call you and let you know when it's ready.
Oh my
That's
God.
what I said. I said I'll call you and let you know when it's ready. Then I went and I looked it up and I saw like the basic rates what people were charging. I called the competition. I called Anco Golf Cart and said, what do y'all charge hourly? And then they told me, and so I wrote it all down. I got the basics and I said, let's do it. And I didn't look back, because once you start working for yourself, it's you bite that bug, that bug bites you.
Oh, the bug bites you.
That-
Of freedom.
Of freedom. You're like, man, you know what? I don't have to tell nobody. I just have to report to myself. And if I don't make it, it's because I was lazy, because I didn't want it. And that's all there is to it. Like, you have to want it. And then, of course, through the whole process, it's just faith. Just pray hard every night and tell God, hey, just guide me in the right direction. Don't let me down. And as long as you have faith, you're good. As long as you put God first, everything falls in place. The rest, it'll happen. But you got to have faith.
What did my mother say the first
I'm crazy.
time you went home?
She said,
you were like, I'm going to
"You-
do my own thing now. I just
I-
quit.
I just told her, I told her I quit. She's like, you did what? I said, I quit. She said, how are we gonna pay the bills? I said, I don't know, but we're gonna make it. And it happened. It was hard. Like,
But everything in you was telling you, like, if I don't do it right now, it'll never happen. Or like something told you I gotta.
It just told me, just do it. This is your calling. This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna work for yourself. And that's because I'm telling you, my dad, I always seen him work for himself, and I always wanted to be like him. I'm like, I'm gonna do like my dad. I'm not gonna work for nobody. You know what I mean? And here we are, and it's 2025.
2025,
I'm
you're still going, huh?
And I'm still on my own. We're still on our own. Thank God. It's been a wild ride, but it's been fun. I have the best thing about being on your own is I didn't have to miss anything you had going on when you were young. Your brother, anytime I needed, if you had a game or you had anything to do, just lock it up and let's go. You got to work hard, and you got to work even harder that you're on your own, because for that reason, like, if you want a day off or something, you better make sure everything's caught up and just have it ready. It's been, that's the main thing. Just got to work hard. You work harder when you work for yourself. I'm sure you know now. It's not easy.
Yeah,
People think
the TikTok video of I work for myself to escape the 9 to 5, and you're here 24/7.
for real. People think, oh,
That's why I'm making the video so we can
you're like
we can show our work 24/7. Huh?
Oh yeah. It's more work working for yourself because you're everything when you work for yourself. You're the janitor, you're the salesman, you're the worker, you're everything.
But something happens up here that you can't turn it off.
You can't. You're always thinking hustle.
Can't even go to the store without like, dang, I saw that Dubai chocolate bar for $9.99. You know how much they got into that?
I can make money. Like, let me see where they get it from so I can get some and flip it.
But other people don't think like that at all. They're just like,
we're not normal. I don't think we're normal. We're not.
So you went from the oil field company to golf carts.
To the golf carts.
And then what happened after that? Like,
oh well,
because you didn't mention upholstery.
Oh, my dad's done upholstery since '89. My dad, I remember I was young and he told me it was an infomercial, and it was about upholstery, and he said, "Hey, help me get that." We lived in San Antonio then, and he said, we lived in Bernie, and he said, "Hey, help me get this little book from the infomercial," and it was an upholstery book. I remember it came in the mail, and it came with a little hammer and some hog ring pliers, a little bag of hog rings. And my dad said, "I've always wanted to do upholstery. I'm gonna try it." Mm-hmm. And he would stay in the back. We had a little garage in the back, and he'd stay back there. He went to the flea market and bought a sewing machine, and he'd stay back there. I thought he was crazy. He would cut patterns, and he got a seat, and he'd cut it up, cut patterns, and I was like, man, he don't know what he's doing. I was like, this man's tripping. He's crazy.
That's crazy.
And then when he came inside one day and he said, "Hey, come check out the seat. Look, I finished it." I went out there and I'm like, whoa, like he made that from scratch, just from a roll of material and from measurements
some string
and the thread and all that and scratch. Like he amazed me. I was like, whoa, like, and then he said, "This is it. This is what I'm gonna do." So he started getting work and we moved back to Odessa. And it never stopped from there. He was always getting work.
And you were always a part of that, helping somehow?
Always, all the time. He was, he'd give me days off sometimes, but most of the time it was 5 in the morning. I'm mover el cuerpo. Be like, dang, this man don't ever stop. And then he would say, if you don't work, you don't eat. And I like to eat.
Did you ever think, like, compared to other kids, like, wow, they don't have to do any of that. I just wanna play. I just wanna chill or watch TV or something.
Yeah, but you couldn't. You couldn't with him. So it just stuck with me like, hey, we gotta work. But thank God it was like that because we never needed nothing. I never had to ask for money or not have money because I do what I had to do and he'd pay me a little bit and it was cool. At school, I had home economics. Miss Rainey, I never forget her. She would talk all this mess. Mm-hmm. And when it came time to making your own backpack, making your own pillowcase and all that, I knew how to do all that. I would just do it real quick and then I'd hustle the other kids.
You were prepared for such moments.
That was our final exam. So all the other ones were like, I don't know how to do it. I'd be like, hey, break bread. Give me $20, break bread, and I'll make it for you real quick. Because they would tell you you could take it home and do it at home or do it after school. And I'd do it for them real quick. I'd make the backpack, sew it all up, and make money.
So you think that hustle was always in you? Like something that God gave you, put in you? Or you think it came from your dad or a mix of both?
It was both. It had to be.
You can see it like, man, I'm crazy and I always thought my dad was crazy Grandpa was crazy doing all this other stuff and here you are doing the same things.
And we are doing the same thing. It's just like when people come in the door, we don't turn anything down. It's just in you. Like, you can't say no, even though you should.
Yeah, you should.
We should, but you don't say no because that's
down you're like, no, that makes you look weak. Like,
no, it's not that it makes you look weak. That's just my biggest fear. Not fear, but I guess fear is I just don't want to go work for nobody. I want to just keep working for myself. Even though, I probably won't have no retirement. This is my retirement, but I'm not gonna work for nobody. I don't think I can work for nobody. I get fired
Away.
Right away. Like you're like, man, this is dumb. Like I can't do this. I'll go make money. I'll go wash windows or I'll do something. I can't go work for nobody. So here we are.
Oh my gosh.
Here we are.
Okay, so when you were a little kid, what did you think you were gonna be when you grew up? What did you want to be?
I want to be a baseball player. But then I realized, yeah,
when did you realize I'm not gonna be a baseball player? I'm not going pro.
In high school,
I
realized that ain't gonna happen for me. I'm cut from a different cloth. I said, this is
Why did you want to be a baseball player?
why I like baseball.
You didn't have a favorite player that you were inspired by? Or anything?
I just liked it. That's what I wanted to do. But yeah, I just said, now this ain't for me. You ain't gonna make money. Right now, my parents ain't rich. I ain't gonna be no rich kid going to college to play ball.
There was no college scholarships or opportunities
college
like
was
that.
out the window. There was no college in my future. There was no college. I wasn't thinking you're gonna go to college. You're gonna go work.
That was it.
That's it. You're gonna work. Look, this is the skin color.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying, we're gonna work.
So when did you stop playing baseball? In what grade?
In 10th grade. I said, man, I don't got time for that. I was working. I was flipping burgers.
So then your last 2 years of high school, what were you already thinking? Like, when I'm done with high school, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna see what job I can get to make more money. That's what I was thinking. That's all I was thinking. And I took that class in high school. Shout out to Mr. Miller. I took that class. He was legit. He was a good teacher. I took that class by accident. I needed another class to graduate. Mm-hmm. And the only thing they were offering was criminal justice. And I'm like, man, I'm not gonna take no criminal justice. That's for snitches. You know what I mean? That's lame. I can't do that. That's not me. And I didn't have a choice to say either you do it or you're not gonna graduate. You're gonna have to stay another year. I said, nah, I'll take it. And then it was cool. It was a cool class. Mr. Miller was cool. I took it. It was concurrent enrollment back then. I think that's what it was called. I got my Jada.
No credit?
Yeah, I got my It was through OC. So I got my Jada license. And I said, man, that's it. I took the class. I'll never use that again in my life. And what do you know? I used it again in my life. There was no work. The oilfield, that was 2000. The oilfield wasn't strong or nothing. No, that was 99. There was nothing going on. And your mom was pregnant with you, and she said, hey, you need a job. And I was like, dang.
So that was like around high school, like when you graduated?
When I graduated high school. And I was like, man, what am I going to do? And I said, you know what? I saw my cousin Steve Ramos. Uh-huh. Steve, what's up, Steve?
Oh my God.
I saw my cousin Steve, and I said, man, he's like, what you up to, Primo? And I said, man, I'm looking for a job. He said, you know what? They're hiring at the jail. And I was like, man, I got my jailer license. He said, well, come on, we'll put you to work. And I went to work.
What a coincidence,
and I put that jailer license to work.
What a coincidence. You have the jailer license ready to go?
Yeah, and it was meant to be, I guess.
So
I put that uniform on like 4 times that morning. I said, man, I'm not going to go to this job.
That's not you? You're not a snitch?
Nah, I said, man, this ain't me. I can't be no law. And then I was like, nah, but I got a kid on the way, so I don't have a choice. I just have to man up. I walked in. We did like some kind of orientation. I walked in, and as soon as I got upstairs to the jail, there was drama. There was a dude trying to commit suicide. They were trying to take him down. There was blood everywhere. I was like, yeah.
You're like, oh my gosh.
I was like, this is it. I'm hooked.
This is exciting, huh?
This is drama. I like it. And 6 years later, I was still there. But that's where we're at.
So do you feel like right now and back then you think God was a part of that, and you think you are where you're supposed to be right now?
For sure. God's always been a part of it. Like God's been...
Even if right now is not what you pictured at all, do you think God was a part of from the jailer license to getting that job to
you can't question
how things line up where...
You can't question God's plan. This is his plan for me. This is it. I'm just like, I know this is it. This is where I'm supposed to be. It's just
You
I'm
knew
here.
you'd be sitting right here
Right
doing
here,
the podcast with me.
Right here, 3715 North County Road West.
Oh my gosh.
Odessa,
Ready to
Texas.
go, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you were younger, like when you were little, helping your dad do upholstery, seeing him on the machine, did you ever see like him talk about God or pray with you, or was that a part of your life back then? Or
My
when
dad
did
wasn't
it start?
like, we were never really religious, like to say like, the only time we went to church is someone died. That was it. We got to go to the rosary and we got to go to the church, and that was my church right there. But the whole time though, working with my dad was, he was.
Grandma wasn't there praying, doing all the prayers all the time?
She wasn't rubbing an egg on you or nothing.
No?
No. my dad he was a godly man. He believed in God. He would just always say, you gotta have faith. Necesitas creer en Dios. You gotta have faith, and you can't stray away from it. Like, God's plan is going to be good.
But he taught you that from when you were little, or like,
Yeah, from when I was little, he would always tell me, just you gotta have faith. That was his main thing. You gotta have faith. Sin fe no hay nada. You gotta have faith. Tener fe en Dios. Faith is everything. We can't see it, we can't touch it or nothing, but it's there. He would tell you. Even to his last day before he died, he would just say, you gotta have faith. That's all you can do. Is keep the faith strong. Without the strong faith, you're gonna go crazy.
So you knew who God was back then?
No, I knew who God was, but I wasn't like Bible thumping, like,
Bible thumping.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't like
you were not
like
your
a holy roller, like, oh my
holy
God.
roller.
Yeah, like it's I knew you had to pray to God, and you had to have strong faith, and of course, well, if you stuck to that, you pretty much stayed in the right path. You knew what was wrong and right.
True, huh?
Yeah.
What is one lesson from your mom or from your dad that when you were little that you can still hear in your head today? Like one lesson that you never forget.
One lesson that I never forget?
Yeah, or just, I guess they're wise words that you heard from them.
You got to work hard.
Because if it's me, coming from you, I can always hear, you better be a leader, not a follower. That's in my head all the time.
Well, yeah,
that never goes away.
You have to. You can't be a follower. You gotta lead.
Like no matter what, I'm like, man, even if I go hand out Halloween candy, I'm like, man, you better be a leader, not a follower. You better not be doing nothing
I told
crazy.
y'all that from day one, every day. I made sure I pounded in every day. What would I tell you in the mornings? We would pray before school, and then I would tell you, be a leader, don't be a follower. And my mom was always just, the main thing they told me was just, if you mess up, my dad's biggest thing, he would always tell me, si la regaste, if you messed up, just tell me. The main thing that stuck in my mind was he would say, we can fix everything but death. Pa todo hay arreglo menos la muerte. You can't fix death. So if he would always tell me, you're going to mess up. We all mess up. If you mess up, just come tell me straight up, hey, I messed up, la regué. Help me, and I'll help you, and that's it. We'll get through it.
You mess up that Carhartt jacket, you just
That's
cut
it.
it, throw it away, and you order another one, huh?
That's it. You don't think about it. You think about it too much,
your whole day's wasted.
Yeah, it's too much stress.
Think about it too much, and you're like, oh my gosh, remember when I messed it up this morning?
I've cut so many hats and jackets.
A lot.
Just cut them and go.
You can't put a patch on a messed up head.
You can't patch a mess up. You just gotta own up to
cut
it and move on.
You need to cut it.
Let's go.
That's it. So do you think you've always been known as a hard worker, someone who works hard, and do you think that's faith, family, or you feel like you're always in survival mode? Or a mix of all of it?
It's a mix of all of it. I hope everywhere I've worked or everybody I work with, I try to work as hard as I can. I mean, I'm not, if it's long hours or every day, it is what it is. Some people are like, you don't do nothing no more. You're just inside. Yeah, I'm inside and I love it. I'm in the AC now. and I'm in the heat. But up here, this is more work than being in the field. Sometimes being out there turning wrenches or doing manual labor is easier 9 times out of it's 100 times easier.
Because you're just like copy and paste.
Because in here,
you don't gotta think about it. You're just
mentally
moving.
it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. You gotta think, oh, how am I gonna pay myself? How am I gonna pay the bills? How am I gonna? It's a lot. Yeah.
And then you got people walking in, and you gotta be nice.
Oh,
And
you have to play a million roles every day.
You gotta put the mask on every day. Huh?
That's the hardest part of every day. You gotta, whether you like it or not, you gotta treat everybody the same. It's just like working at the jail. You gotta be firm, fair, and consistent.
Okay.
That's it. You have to. You have to try, because if not, you'd run everybody off. If you really told them what you thought, you'd lose all the customers, because some of them are just crazy. Some of them, it'd be cool to have it like Dick's Place.
Oh my.
And just tell them straight up. Get the napkins and just throw them at them.
Sometimes you just want to grab an order and just say, there you go.
You want to grab all the hats and throw them at them. Do them yourself. Let's see if it's that easy.
If it's a shirt.
Can you
Why
do
you
it right
charge
now?
so much
Why
for
do you
that?
charge so much? Oh, let me see. Just do it. It's
And then they come back, I need your help.
yeah.
I need it.
And there you are doing it, because you got to pay bills. You got to pay bills, so you do it.
Did you ever see us working together and running a business side by side?
No. I honestly
Because
never.
a lot of people are like,
I honestly never did. Like,
a lot of people tell me, oh, your dad forced you into it.
I didn't force you into nothing.
And
It happened. It was God.
He runs a business, so of course you were gonna run a business.
No, I was like, I don't want this for Lila, because it's she don't even know what she's getting into. You don't even know what you're getting into. This is drama. And
But it's fun.
it's fun, but it's drama. It's like, nah,
It's
I
fun.
want her
It's like a challenge every day, and you're like,
I
man,
want her to go be a veterinarian, or well, that didn't work for you.
no.
Or go do something else, but I never expected this. It's God's timing. It's God's calling. You can't question it. You just roll with it.
True.
What you left to college, COVID hit, and what happened? You came back. I told you, hey, you can't sleep all day. You got to do something. You got to
I
be
got
moving.
1 day to cry about it.
Yeah.
1 day to cry about it. I thought I was gonna
Right.
get a week.
Cry real quick in the closet and let's roll.
In the closet.
Cry
Oh
in
my
the
God,
closet
no.
and let's roll. And so I told you, be here in the morning to help me. I need help. And what did I tell you? I told you, wow, you're helping me at the shop because your semester didn't start again till like the fall or whatever.
Yeah.
So I said, you can help me until then. And you thought it was just going to be easy.
Well, I
You
thought I
were
was
up
gonna
here.
be like, okay, I'll help, and then I'm going back to college, and then
No, the next day you were in the back yanking batteries out of the golf carts. I
in
told
my
you,
good clothes.
there's your gloves. Don't get dirty.
In
You
my
don't have to
good
work
clothes.
dirty.
I
Yeah.
look at that picture and I'm like, man, I was wearing all my jewelry and a little choker.
Yeah.
In my little cute clothes,
And
doing
there you
everything.
were with the impact, taking tires off, changing front ends off the golf carts. You're a quick learner. You learn quick, and you never said no. So I was like, all right, she's good. And that's how it has to be. You're good because you won't
Never
succeed.
said no. What else was I supposed
If
to
you
do?
if you're the type of person that tells right away when you work somewhere like no this, no that, you're not gonna make it. You know what I mean? If you can't take orders, like you won't make it. Not to say everybody's gonna just boss you around or whatever, but you gotta learn your role. When you first start, you gotta just yes sir, no sir, move on and keep it rolling, and then you gotta. That's the hardest when you first started because I'm like, man, she's my daughter. I can't get crazy with her or nothing. I got to take it easy. But then, hey, you're just a worker. You got to flip the switch. Hey, we got to do this. Come on.
Yeah.
I wasn't easy on you. But I wasn't.
No.
I wasn't.
Not even a little bit.
I wasn't
No,
cracking
I'm
the
just
whip.
kidding because I got lapa burritos. I got fed good.
Well, yeah, that.
I got taken care
And then
of.
you got tired of being in the heat in the back. That's when. It was cold. You were like, nah.
Oh no, the heat I was fine.
I told you.
When it's cold, I said,
I was
my
like, man,
gosh,
I
y'all are
said-
back here every day.
Every day, I said, you know what? I don't want her back here every day with us. What am I gonna do? And I said, you know what? I got the embroidery machine, because when we were doing the upholstery, embroidery was always a thing with the upholstery because we do custom seats, and
Put that Dallas Cowboy
I'd
on
have
the
to,
seat.
yeah, you'd have to put whatever the customer wanted,
Club
whatever
America.
logos they asked for, we would put them on the seats, whether it's a name or a logo. And I didn't have an embroidery machine. Shout out to Felipe from Big Cat. Big Cat. When I walked into his shop, I was like, man, it moved me. I said, man, I'm gonna do that one day. He was making decals. He was doing embroidery. Man, it was cool. He was doing stuff it was cool. I just like, man, I knew I was gonna do that. And then Felipe would get busy, and I'd be like, Felipe, I need these embroideries real quick. And the customers, you know how they are. They're like, they drop it out Monday. They want it Monday after lunch. I'm like, nah, dude,
Is my golf cart ready?
it takes 3 to 5 days to get your seat ready. And they didn't understand that. And I was like, what am I gonna do? I said, Felipe helps me a lot. Like, he would help me late nights and everything. He'd get them out for me, but the customers never understood. So I said, I'm gonna go get my own embroidery machine. So I went to right here in front of Odessa College. What's that? It was called
something sewing, no?
Yeah, something sewing. I forget the name, man. Anyways, I bought that machine. I bought the embroidery machine on a Monday. He said, come back Wednesday. We're gonna train you, and we're gonna show you the basics and
get you up and running
and get you going. So I go back that Wednesday, and the place was closed. They said out of business. There was nothing in there no more. It was blank. He hustled me. I got hustled. The hustler got hustled. So I brought the machine back, and my dad said, what do you mean they didn't train you? And I was like, it's it. It's over. Like, we have to learn it on our own.
He said all sales are final. He got his check. It was done. Huh?
Yeah. So I brought it back, and
do you think he knew?
he knew what he was doing.
Like, he knew.
Yeah, that was
once
the
I
last
get
sale.
this guy right here, I'm done. I'm out of it.
I'm done. Ching ching. He got paid. So then I brought the machine. Well, it was already here. We had brought it back, and I started Googling and calling Felipe. I bet you Felipe was tired of me. I'd call him, hey, the thread broke. What do I do? The bobbin is, what do I do? And, I was like, man, he's going to get tired. I would call him. But thank God he never, not one time did he say, don't call me or, and Felipe he was legit. He would be like, hey, check this, check that. If you can't figure it out, bring it to me. I'll do it for you. But it ain't going to be quick because, he's super busy.
You gotta tell the people what you were using instead of backing, because when I
was using no backing. And then
times you did,
I was using upholstery padding, half inch or quarter inch.
Upholstery padding with the old hoops that you gotta tighten, and no wonder why it's all like leaving a big old ring on everything. All
but once it was all sewn together on those seats, nobody knew it was. No. Everybody was like, "Dang, that's nice." But that's what I was doing. I didn't know tension. I didn't know about none of the hoops. I didn't know.
Oh no, but it came to you easy. You just pick up stuff easy. Everybody things come easy.
Nah, they didn't see me throw stuff and argue and yeah, they didn't see the Orange County chopper style arguments me and my dad had.
Oh my gosh.
Over a little embroidery.
They didn't see my mother here helping you digitize everything.
Lori, that's been the backbone of everything. Lori, I love her to death. She's never said all my crazy stuff. She stuck through me, and she's still right here. And she's just like, I'll help you. We'll figure it out. And
true.
We figure it out. I didn't know about digitizing or none of that. It was just raw.
And me, I was just like, ooh, my soccer bag has my name on it.
And yeah, I put your name on it.
Yeah, and I didn't know y'all went through all that.
I could kill the names and numbers. That was cake. But
the logos,
boy, I was winging it. I made it happen though.
Like that, everybody sees, oh, that's a nice hat. That's a 3D puff hat. That's so easy. It's a patch on the hat. That's a real nice jacket. They see the acrylic signs that we do, but they don't see what really happens behind the scenes. So what's the main thing? What's one thing that you wish people, customers, family, everyone would understand that they don't see what happens every day?
Just take a repair on a truck seat. People don't see the time it takes for you to Bring the truck in the back. If it's a newer vehicle, a lot of them you got to take the battery off so you don't mess up the computer and put a code on the computer and flash it, all that drama. And then you got to take the seat off. There's like there's the airbag sensor. There's the 4 or 5 plugs underneath the seat. You got to take all that off. Take the seat out without scratching any door panels, anything. Then you got to take the seat over to the bench. You got to take it apart. And then you got to take the cover off. And then you got to unstitch the cover, which there's probably like 20 patterns on that cover, 20 pieces. And then you got to take them all apart. That's why it looks real nice, huh? Oh, yeah. That's why on TV and on the shows in 30 minutes, it's done.
The TikTok video, snap again.
Done. Not knowing that it takes hours. It takes time just to take it apart and then cut it from the roll. Make your patterns from scratch and then stitch them. Then if it has a French seam, you got to top stitch. If you don't have a double needle, you got to do all one side. Come back, do all the other side. And that's what I wish people would understand. Like when you're doing the hat, it's just not. Oh,
I just want a name. I just want you to.
It's not just a name.
I just want my cup.
Sometimes the customer takes an hour just to pick a font. And what are you're supposed to not get paid for that hour that you're just sitting here like, come on, dude. You can't say nothing. So you're like, all right.
I was mad last week.
And then they get mad when other shops, they'll come and tell you, hey, the other shops, if I don't do a dozen, they don't want to touch my work. Well,
I'm like, I wonder why.
Yeah. And if you do a single hat, that hat better be 50 to 75 for a single hat.
Yep.
And if you don't have your artwork ready, that's a whole different ballgame. That's another.
The artwork, I was mad last week because of the artwork.
The artwork, let me tell you, I was always thinking like, I can do Photoshop. I'll get it. I'll layer it. Man, you'll be on picture.
Put that name right there and put the Dallas Cowboys.
Can you change the color? Can you add a background? You'll be there 5-6 hours.
And then they'll say, well, I like the one that you made in the beginning.
Yeah.
Can you go back to that one?
So it's like, that's too much. That's way too much. So you have to value your time. That's what I've learned in this business. Our time is valuable.
Yes.
Custom work
That's the one thing that
valuable. You got to value your time.
I wish people would understand about this. I know it's just, you think it's just a name, but you have to program the machine the right way, make sure everything's loaded up right. It's not just a name.
You have to value your time and you have to value.
It's not just a shirt.
The craft. I don't know why people think being an embroiderer is just like, they just do embroidery. Being an embroiderer is no different than being a welder, than being a diesel mechanic. It's because
you got a lot of DIY people and you got a lot of at-home people that do it out of their garage.
Yeah, but I want to see them do what we do.
Those people, I respect them, but I don't like that you're doing it out of your house and you're charging $5 for something like this. Don't
do that to yourself. You're cutting yourself short.
Y'all messing it up for you and for us because people think that it takes, if you charge $5, that it takes 5 minutes to do that. It takes longer.
You're killing the game. Value your time and value your craft.
Yeah.
Because those machines are not cheap.
No.
So just because you do it out of your house,
doesn't make you less of a. The machine is still worth the same amount, whether it's in your house or here out of business.
Don't let them run over you. That's wild. Now, knowing what I know now, that'll never happen.
Unless the name is for you, then don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it. I get it. I mean, I respect all the hustlers that do it out of their house. It's cool, but just make money.
Yeah.
If you're doing all these late nights and all these, you get home from your work to go to your work to make just $100. Nah, just stop.
Yeah, we definitely learned that here. That if you just because you're doing 100 hats doesn't mean that it was all worth it.
Nope.
Just because you have an order of 500, 1,000, but what did you really? How much did you really make off of that?
You see this sew for you?
How much?
This sew for you cup all the way around. Boy, that took 3 years to learn, and now.
Yeah, it did take 3 years to learn.
You know what I mean? To do it right.
You know how many times I've seen a cup like that, and I was like, dang, I want to do one.
When I see people out of the garage or just DIYers that they're like, I'll do that cup for $10. I'm like, man, that's wow. I wouldn't touch it for $10. That's crazy.
That's
And
crazy.
they don't charge the artwork. They don't charge the setup. Nothing. Just yeah, I'll do it. Nah,
They just want to make $2 off of how much it costs for you,
I would
which
never
is
touch.
wild.
I can't do that.
Okay, next question is, well, because, you said you've been here, like the people that go home from their job and they do this on the side and they spend long nights and stuff. I think we've spent a lot of long nights here and rush orders. And we might have disagreed on some stuff here and there.
Or if you don't, it's because if you don't disagree and you don't have
It's not real.
Well, not that it's not real. Then that means the quality is low. Like that's the biggest thing we do is like we have to check everything, and if it's messed up, there's times people don't see that. You eat the mess up, and eating it by what I mean by you eat it is you're gonna get another shirt, another hat, and you're gonna go back there.
Do it again.
You're gonna do it again until it comes out to your quality, to your standards, and then let it fly out the door. Because at the end of the day, that's our name. That's what we live off of. This place is what feeds us. If the quality's low, then the doors are gonna get shut down.
True. I always thought that was like being perfect or being a perfectionism.
It's because we're in it for the long run.
Then you go to church and you hear the Bible verse where they tell you that everything that you do, you have to do it like you're working for the Lord. You put your best effort into it. You don't just do half.
And every day is like what I tell you and your brother. And every day, just make yourself proud. And if you messed up, fix it, and you're proud of the work that came out.
So, through all that, what do you think keeps you grounded and reminds you why to keep going every day?
Well, of course,
what's the biggest thing?
Right here, that's one of the biggest ones. And Lori, which is my wife.
My mama.
My son, which is Renee, and my mom.
Brother.
This is what we do it for. I do it for y'all. And of course, in the future, this is the plan. Of course, eventually I'm gonna step away, and I'm gonna get my mailbox. I'm gonna get my mailbox money.
You ready for that mailbox money?
And you're just gonna handle it all.
He's ready from that check from Facebook, from Instagram, huh?
Well, not with that too, but you have to, because I mean, I have to. You have to let you do what you do. I'm from a different generation than you are, so my stuff sometimes is outdated. And I'm like, man, this AI, chat GP, I got to keep up.
Oh,
and I got to let you do your thing, because you're good at that. I'm good at being a worker. I'm a worker. That's what I know.
Ask the chat. How many times are you going to ask me, did you ask the chat?
I'm a worker. That's what I know. I can work. And yeah, I can do some computer stuff, but I'm not the best at it. You know what I mean? You've seen that. I'm not the best at Photoshop or whatever.
Sometimes I'm not gonna lie, you make my head hurt because I said you don't know how to copy
easy.
and paste.
No, I don't. Sometimes I don't.
I'm like, you don't know what Control C, Control V.
Nope. I'm like Control C, Control V.
That's like the basics.
I know right click and it'll say copy, and you move it over and then right click paste. I don't know Control V.
You're like, I don't know why the computer's doing that. I'm like, man, you just press Control Delete. Yeah. Go into that task manager.
No, I don't. That's talking Chinese.
But you know how to work Facebook. I don't know. Facebook, I'm lost. Facebook, I don't get it.
I'm not a big Instagrammer or a TikToker.
Instagram is my thing. TikTok, nah, you'll waste your whole day on that. On dumb stuff.
Yeah.
Facebook Marketplace, huh? That's where you're at?
I see it.
So, if you could give advice to other parents who are working with their kids or trying to work, or family trying to work together, what's the biggest piece of advice that you would give somebody?
The biggest piece of advice is just enjoy every day. It's a blessing to be able to work with each other every day. That's like the icing on the cake. That's just the rest is cool. The rest work is work, but that's one thing being self-made is we get to spend every day together. You know what I mean? I got to spend every day with my dad the last 20 plus years, like working together. You can't beat that. You know what I mean? There's people who
Most
go to
people
work
just work.
every day. They work hard. They're tired. They get home. And sometimes that's how it was when we worked in the field. You get home, y'all are asleep. Your kids are asleep. You leave, and they're asleep. So only time you see them is, or you hear from them, is on the phone. Like, hey, what y'all do today? This and that. But just enjoy every day working with them. You're gonna argue. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna cry.
All in the same day.
All in the same day. Sometimes 3 times a week. But you get to spend every day with each other.
Yeah.
And that right there in the end is priceless. Like you at the end, like I go back and I'm like, dang, I was blessed because I got to work with them every day. And you get to know each other even more on a whole different level.
Yeah.
You
true.
get to know
the little bit that I was here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get to know your daughter on a whole different level. You get to know me it's just, you're like, dang, I didn't know my dad was like that. I didn't know he did that. And I'm like, damn, I didn't know Lila was like that. I didn't know she did that either. I'm just like, well, it's cool. So that's have patience. Though over the years, I don't know why or what it is. That's what God has taught me the biggest.
Who has more patience, me or you?
Probably you. But just have patience. That's been one of the biggest things God has taught me over these years for real, is just be patient. I'm just patient. I'm patient. I'm just like, all right, I got it.
Because you're ready to risk it all. Put everything
on black.
Everything.
Put everything on red for real. If
ready to fly out with JOP right now.
If you have the money, let's do it and risk it. But yeah, just have patience and enjoy every day.
Okay. The next question that I have, what is one of the proudest moments in seeing how far we've come with So For You?
One of the proudest moments in seeing So For You?
And seeing both of us grow through it all. What do you think is like the best moment?
Every day is one of the best moments. Like, there isn't a single, like I can say, just getting the feedback from the customers and the new customers that walk in. You know what's the proudest?
Our proudest moment is when people come in and they're like, wow.
I didn't know this place existed. That's one of the proudest things, is like, if you stop and think, since we've started, we've never ran an ad in the paper. We've never, like...
This is the most we've done.
We've never advertised, like, commercials or nothing. It's always been word of mouth and repeat customers. And that has to...
Same people from the golf carts, from the dogs, from the cars come back and
that has to show that you care, that you do good work. And that's always one of the proud moments. Like, they walk in and they're like, hey, you always did a great job on my golf cart. You always did a great job on the rig you fixed for me. You always did a great job. And I know you're going to do good on this. And they trust us with their work.
True.
And then their friends trust us. And here we are. So For You now is official from 2022. And trial and error from 2020 to 2022 for you. Because a lot of people don't know. They think, Daddy just gave her everything. What did I tell you when we did this?
What did you tell me?
Yeah, I told you, what do you want to do? And you said, I want to do this. Like, I like this work. It moves me.
You were like, if that's really what you want to do, then go work at the mall. Go figure it out. That's
what I told you. Go work at one of these shops and figure it out. And from the jump, you had, and we're not going to name the shops, but you had like 3 shops turn you down. Like, you even took them work from here and showed them, this is what we do. And they were like, oh, well, did you do this? Did you do that? Knowing that it was quality work. It was like, we don't do a lot of shops. I've learned that too.
You can see through everything.
You can see through their stitches. Now, we don't do that. Everything's high
density. It doesn't matter.
I was going to say it's high density, high stitch counts.
Yeah, high stitch.
Like, nobody's going to do a back piece with 180,000 stitches.
But we'll do it here.
But we'll do it here.
Yeah.
And So tell them the story. What happened?
Oh, when I walked into places, what they told
Well, not
me
just
what-
that, but what it like. I didn't hand you nothing. I handed you a
I
needle
started working here.
and some threads, and I handed you that
You
plug
want
in
some
over
thread?
there. That outlet is what I handed you. Plug that machine in.
I
And
came in here to help with the showroom, and you were like, "Well, find something, stay busy." And I
Stay
was
busy.
like, "Oh my god, stay busy." I already swept. I already did all I could, and I was like, "Well," and you said you're gonna figure this machine out. Go plug it in. And I was like, "Dang, okay, I'm gonna plug it in and figure out how to do it."
because that's one thing under
Days.
pressure. A lot of people don't know. Under pressure is when she shines. Like if I push her, like I need it now, and like you know how to do it, knowing she don't know how to do it, but she don't hesitate. She got quick snap and she gets it done.
Well, because you said, "Oh yeah, she has the embroidery machine," and that's how Trail Tires was like, "Oh, I need some shirts." She'll do it right away.
Oh, quick! I'm like, oh,
She'll have it ready for you tomorrow.
we have one machine, and I'm like, oh, you want to do 100 hats? They'll be ready tomorrow.
Oh my god!
And what happened? We had them ready,
Yeah.
and I was like, I didn't know how. I didn't even know how to.
You didn't even know how we had them ready.
I had an embroidery machine from 2012 to 2020, and I didn't even know how to hoop a hat. That was the most intimidating thing in my life for me, is to hoop a hat. And now 1,000 hats, 500 hats is nothing. So I told you, what did I tell you? I told you, go
If that's what you
learn
really
the
like
business.
to do. You want to stay here helping us do golf carts? Is that what you want to do, or you really like doing that? And I
Yeah.
was like, well, I like doing that. That's art stuff.
And I was like, dang, it was kind of sad. I was like, oh, well, she left. She found a job.
And I thought, man, I'm gonna
And
be
she
at the
said-
mall forever.
Yeah, I was
I
like,
don't know
man,
how
that's
people
it.
do that.
I'm not gonna see Delilah every day like I did. It was cool because I got to see you every day. And I said, that's it. She found a job, and I told you, even though you used to get mad, I told you, man, you better show up early to that job because it was your first official job. I said, if they want you there at 10, you better be there at 9:45. That's dumb. Why do I gotta be there so early? Cause that's how we do it. You get there early and you work hard all day long. Don't talk back. Just learn. Be a sponge and learn and learn.
You do embroidery and t-shirts, and you working with a lot of. Oh, you need that digitized right there.
Yeah.
So I had it digitized right there.
So I told
I
you
didn't even
to
speak
learn.
Spanish, and that's kind of why I got the job at the mall because.
Well, you look foreign.
Because I was speaking Spanish.
You look
I
international.
look international.
They've always told you that you look international. So, what'd you do? You learned.
I was there for a little bit, for like a good 6 months, I think, to a year, around there.
And what was the like light bulb moment? What did you say? What was like? I'd always ask you like, how'd it
Because
go?
I went.
How was it? I remember that day you were like,
The mall hours were 11 to whatever.
you didn't have a life.
You're not even on the same schedule as everyone else. I'm still working while everyone's home, which that wasn't even a hard job or nothing, but like the hours are crazy to be on a whole different schedule. And then just working with different people, I was like, man, I'm over here working with people who are not from here, who do all kinds of different cultures. And I was tripping working with my grandpa and my dad. I had it pretty good.
But what
And
was
then
like? What
I
hit
thought
you?
I was getting paid pretty good when I showed you, oh, look how much I got paid. And you messed it up for me because you broke it down of you get paid how much an hour? 16, 15 an hour? How many shirts did you do? And how much did you charge? And I was like, dang, you're lying. They paid
She got mad and said,
me.
with one hat, they made my whole day.
Yeah, they paid me by me making my own hats. I came up with their paycheck for me. Like within 2-3 hats, I got paid. They paid me right there.
They paid your day.
And I said, wow.
I remember I was here and she came in and she's like, I'm ready. I'm like, you're ready for what? She said, I'm ready. I want to do it full time. I can do it now. I know how to do it. I know how to charge. I know how to run the embroidery machine. I know how to make decals. I know how to do DTFs.
And you know, not a lot of people all the time are coming in to the mall, and I was there messing with the program, having all these ideas. I made shirts for me. I did all this other stuff, and
she said
if they were smart. You know, people were smart. They would have been like, man, this girl needs to run it all. But they said no to everything that I had an idea for. No. No.
Grandpa overheard, and he's all like, oh, so you ready? And he said, well, come on. So then you came. Well, I told you, don't do them dirty. You got to put in your 2 weeks. And
2 weeks.
Let them know, like, you know, you appreciate them giving you the opportunity, and never burn a bridge, because you never know. You might be broke tomorrow and you got to go work again anywhere. So
true.
You did that.
Or if you work with them in the future.
Yeah, they can become good business partners. You never know. The world ain't flat. Everybody thinks the world's flat. It goes round and round. It'll come back to you. So then you came back, and I told you, all right, well, we're going to run that one machine.
My 2 weeks wasn't even 2 weeks. I said I was going to do my own thing. I'm going to run my own business, and I got laughed at. And that was my last day. They said, you can go ahead and quit right now. I was like, wow.
Yeah. So then we came back, and right away, it's just God's blessing. Like, we had work right away for the embroidery machine.
True.
We were doing portraits. We were doing hats.
We were doing a bunch of wall art hats.
We were doing wall art. And that's the thing about being, once you're an entrepreneur, like, you're going to find a way to make money. So I was like, Lila, we got extra material back there.
And I'm like, what do you mean? You're just going to have me sew it on this material? Just listen. Just do it.
Yeah, so we were sewing anything onto a 24 by 24 piece of vinyl with the artwork. And I take it to the back and I'd staple it and put it on a frame. And
then I'm like, wow.
We had wall art. And that's always sold. And from there, just working your daily walk-ins. It was hard because once you told me you were ready to go full time, I was like, you know what? This is my time too. Let's do it. And
because, well, when I was here, all three of us, we were always like, man, we don't want to be.
That was the goal, to eventually just go full embroidery. Because, we were like, man, it's too cold back there.
We don't want to be in the heat.
We're not the youngest no more. I'm still young. I'm still young. But I'm just saying, like, we're not the youngest. My dad, especially, my dad was already in his late 60s. And he's like, nah. My dad never...
He never backed down from nothing.
Man, he was ready to work all the time. My dad worked. He was a hard worker. But my dad, everybody thinks my dad just chilled too. Don't get me wrong. Like, he didn't work. He worked this up here, pushing us.
He chilled, whenever you hit that seat.
He would push us, and we would do it. But he said, hey, if Lila's ready, your credit's good. That's what he would always say. Take care of your credit. Your credit's good. Just run it and get these machines real quick.
And he was ready I'll be up there just
put it all on red.
Nice, huh?
He was putting all on
red. No going back.
No going back. So we went all out, got this machine. I called real quick, and Lila's all like, what are you doing? I said, we got 6 more machines. No, we did it. I said, yeah, we did. She really didn't take it serious till they showed up right there at the front door. And then you were like, what?
I was like, oh, shoot.
I told you, this is what you wanted. You wanted to do it. I'm going to back you up. And Grandpa, too. Grandpa was like, this is what you want. We're going to go all out. And
that's part of the prayer sometimes, too, because I was like,
we prayed for these days.
I want to be a businesswoman.
We
then
prayed.
When you get the 6 machines.
A lot of people don't realize, like, you pray hard every day. And they don't realize that what they're praying hard for every day, this is what they're living. Like, we prayed hard every day. Like, man, I hope I have so much work. I hope I have this. And we have it every day. So the power of prayer is like the truth. It works.
Even when you think nothing's happening, or you're like, oh my gosh, are you even listening to me? Do you hear me?
No, he's hearing. It works. The power of prayer is real. So we're just like praying every day. Let's, please, give us more customers. Let us be stress-free and debt-free. Let us have an abundance of work and, everything you ask for, and we have it. And that's faith. We just...
True.
Then all that happened, 2022, August 2022, we lost my dad. My dad passed away. It was wild. And a lot of people don't realize that the whole time when we first started, we were still doing the golf cart business. I was still doing the golf cart business full time. And my dad passed away on a Monday. And we buried him on a Friday. The whole time we never stopped. We just...
Like literally it was that weekend that you got a break. Well, that we all got a break. And that was it.
Came back the next day and it's still hard, but it was just crazy. Just come back. And then I'm like, nah, that's it. We're going to transition just full-time embroidery. That was, doing golf carts for 15 plus years. And then just to swap it was wild too.
It's different.
It was different, but it was good. But we did it. And now we're here. Every day, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Closed for lunch, 12 to 1.
Yes, don't forget the lunch.
Don't forget the lunch, 12 to 1.
You don't want to see me if I'm hangry.
Hangry is dangerous. You'll get a crooked shirt.
Oh my God.
Or a crooked hat. Then I'll have to eat it.
So through everything, do you think that we're building a legacy? Or what do you want the legacy to be? Have you ever thought of that?
I've never thought. I really haven't put much thought to that. I just want people to know we work hard. We respect everybody. We value our time now. Mm-hmm. We value our craft. And that's the legacy I just want to leave. Like, people know, hey, if I took something to sew for you, they took care of me.
They take care of me. They care about me.
There's time last week we made mistakes.
A lot.
on the shirts. And what happened? Just like, oh man, you know what? It was something that happened on our end for not taking care of paperwork, but you don't complain. You just tell the customer take
that, or just trying to be in a hurry, like, oh, we got it, I got this, I got that. And sometimes you gotta slow down.
Slow down. Patience. We just told the customer I messed up, put the wrong logo on the back. And it was like 50 plus shirts. What do? I just told Lila, we messed up. I messed up. And we messed up on this order. And
if I was ever like, oh my gosh, my dad messed up these shirts.
He was like, man, don't worry about it. We got you. We ordered the whole order all over again, put the correct logo, threw in some extra hats, called them, hey, everything's ready. And we keep moving. They're happy. We're happy. That's the main thing. They're happy.
Because we don't want to lose a customer. We don't want you to think that.
But we gotta go home too and think like, oh man, if the order's wrong, we get home and you're just there like, I want to go to
I gotta reorder. I gotta do this. I gotta
let me take off to the shop right now and fix it. And you can't do that to yourself. So you're just like, that's what we've learned. I think that's the biggest thing we've learned this year is just today's today. Tomorrow's gonna be another day.
Yep.
Whatever we get accomplished today, that's enough.
That Bible verse of there is enough today to worry about. Don't worry about tomorrow. I understand that one.
Like if you own your own business, like just what you get accomplished today, that's what you get accomplished. Don't stress for tomorrow. Like it is what it is. If you got a lot done, cool. If you only got one thing done, cool too, because you got one thing done.
Yeah.
And the customers, we're human. Y'all gotta understand that too. Like we're not robots.
We're not AI.
We're not Chat GPT. Like give me an answer. No, we make mistakes. We're human, but we take care of business.
And if I ever was like, oh, you messed up those shirts, and then someone comes in and they're like, this one's wrong. I'm like, dang, I messed up those shirts.
Oh yeah.
I messed up those hats.
When we mess up, it's both of us. But we always blame ourselves. Like,
you know
I messed it up.
I've learned that from here. Like, if I'm ever upset with you or frustrated with you, and then I turn around and I'm like listening to what you say, and I'm like, dang, I sound like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like if you mess up, you mess up. And the people need to know too. We're not millionaires. I don't know why they think. Well, I mean, we're rich.
Say you love me.
We're rich because
we have Jesus, we have our family close,
we have faith, we have each other every day,
and life is good.
Every day we get to eat with your mom. She comes over here and eats with us. Mm-hmm. My mom stops by every day.
We have fun. We joke around.
Yeah, that's in abundance. We're rich in that. Like we're trillionaires in that.
But the bank account.
It's cool.
It has waves right now.
The pig sometimes is on a diet. You know the little piggy bank.
Oh my!
It's sometimes on a diet. What do you do? But we do. We make a living. Yeah. We're just normal people. Just trying to make it. I
ride home in my pink Corvette every day.
Oh yeah, I'm in the 59 rags rolling.
On the weekends, I'm in my Louis Vuitton purse.
Man,
and everything.
It's just like I'm pretty sure a lot of people know. If you don't know, I'm a member of the Imperial's Car Club, and that's our motto. It's got to be Imperial material, and that's how I want to. That's not how, but that's how we do business every day. That's excellent. It has to be Imperial material. The hats we make, the shirts we make, it all has to be the best you can make it. No dings or dents in your moldings. No, it's.
I'm an Imperial in the making at this point.
You're gonna have to be. It's coming, guys. It's coming. Her rag and Paula is coming. I know it is eventually, but that's a whole nother topic. But
so for the last two things, because we finna wrap it up. If someone's listening right now and maybe they're struggling in their business or just in life in general, what do you think we should let them know? Someone who's my age, a young entrepreneur, and someone
don't be afraid to ask for help. Whether you're 18 or 50 or 70, just don't be afraid. If we can help you, come in. We'll help anybody.
True.
Like nobody taught me nothing when I first started. I didn't know about LegalZoom. LegalZoom, you're good. That's LegalZoom.com. If you're gonna start your own business, I'm not trying to put a plug in for them, but LegalZoom, it's quick, it's easy,
simple paperwork. You don't have to worry about it.
Get you a good tax guy, Albert Garcia. Hey, you gotta have your good relations with Monica Torres. They're amazing.
Because I don't know how to keep up with that paperwork. You
gotta have all that in line. You gotta have a good circle. You surround yourself with good people, and have faith, and don't be afraid. If what's the worst that can happen if you start your business
and it doesn't work out? You go back to working a regular job.
That's it. You go back to working anywhere. I mean, that's the only thing that's gonna happen, and you'll never know. A lot of people. Like, I wish I could do what you do every day. You can. And it's not for everybody. This lifestyle is not for everybody. It's not. Being an entrepreneur, being your own boss it's not for everybody. Like, there's days I'm like, man, I wish I could just clock in, come do my job, clock out, and
Tell
leave.
me what to do. I just want to.
Yeah, but it's.
You need that hat done? Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, there's days you don't want to do invoices. You don't want to do taxes. You don't want to do. There's days you don't want to deal with the customer, but there's days you come in and the toilet's backed up, and what do? You got to deal with it. You just don't be afraid to ask questions. You know now, you're younger. I've done it a couple times, but now you know what advice do you give them if they're gonna start their own business?
They're like my age. Like, what do I start? My advice would be to if you're working somewhere else or you're in college, you start your stuff on the side, but the goal would be to start somewhere where that's where like the field that you want to be in.
Yeah.
Like if you want to be like a vet, you would go get a job at the veterinary place. Don't try to start at Albertsons or something that doesn't even make sense, because you'll know right away whether or not if it's for you. But to start is just
work
you
in
can't be
that
scared.
field, learn that type of job, and if you'll know if it's for you. If it's not for you, it's not for you.
Not
Just gotta be true to yourself.
even not to be scared. If you're scared, you still got to do it either way.
That's it.
Just-
When you work for yourself, there's gonna be weeks that
There's something in you that is telling you just go for it. Just try it. You have to try it.
there's gonna be weeks you don't even get a paycheck because you're putting all your money back into your business, and people are like, "Oh, he's making a killing." They don't know we're putting everything back into this place because we want to make it grow, make it bigger. A lot of people don't know. We went and purchased a $100,000 laser machine, and not knowing nothing about the laser machine. And now we do all kinds of laser work. We do laser etching, cutting, engraving, and we added another part to the business. And we want to, I want to, I don't know, Lila says I'm crazy, but we're going to get a UV printer.
Because you want to get a UV printer, you want to get
I want to get a UV printer, and I want to get
this machine. He wants 12 more machines, and if he
6 more embroidery machines and a UV printer.
if he had everything right now today, we'd have it tomorrow.
That's it.
And I'm like, whoa, we gotta
But
build
yeah,
a team
don't be
first.
afraid. Don't be afraid to work for yourself.
I think
That's
if
the
you
worst
just
thing
don't
that
be
can
afraid,
happen.
And if you're in it already and you're like, dang, you want to give up, or you're just like, oh, it's always just you. It's not always just you. There's other people out there who are doing the same thing as you.
If you're a DIYer and you're just working from home and you want to give
If you
up,
know how to run these machines, you better.
we're hiring.
We're hiring. Come in.
Come in. Let us know.
And just the last thing, at the end of the day, what do you think it really means to live with faith and hustle and to keep going when things get tough?
What do you think it really means to live with faith?
Like, what does that look like every day when people are like that, work hard, trust God, or you just gotta trust God, put Him first in everything? What does that actually look like?
It looks like...
Because sometimes when people tell me that, I'm just like, oh, Jesus, help me. And that's it. You just keep moving.
It looks like you haven't missed a meal. if it just... You just
doing
gotta,
all of this, it's like you think you just pray one time in the morning, or you're
you
just
just
like
gotta
at night.
You gotta be consistent every day in your faith, and you gotta
It's
be
just small.
consistent every day in your hustle. You gotta hustle. You gotta work hard.
Even if you don't have to take all these big steps. It's really just small every day. Like,
Every day, just chipping at it every day.
Yep.
Not giving up. You can't give up. You already chose this lifestyle, so you can't give up.
There's no going back.
There's no going back. It's just no going back. You can't. That's what a lot of young people need to learn too.
Well, that's the thing that I've learned from this. Like, it's like
you already experienced college. College is cool.
kind of like a fight within every day. Like, oh,
Every day it's a battle.
I could have been doing that. I could have been doing this. I could have been where people are my age.
If
out
you went
there
to
doing all
college and you're
kinds of
successful, that's great. If you didn't go to college and you're successful, that's great too. College isn't for everybody. It's just like entrepreneurship is not for everybody. Just
But if you already chose a life,
stay consistent in your faith, and don't be afraid to open your mind. Like, just because you do embroidery, say you do it out of your house, or say you have a small little place. If they come in and ask, can you do this shirt for me? Can you print a shirt? With technology now, if you gotta hustle, you gotta. Man, you have fulfillment centers. You have
there's always ways
AI.
to expand your business. So
yeah. You can't be closed-minded.
limit yourself.
Yeah, don't limit yourself. You can't just you can't have the blinkers on like the horses and just live.
Oh my God.
That's all I know. No, you can do multiple things. If you can run that Instagram and you can run TikTok and Facebook, then you can do. I'm trying to learn how to do the TikTok shop. Let me get a hold of that. And we're going to be millionaires for real.
Yep. Yes, we are. But yeah, that's the biggest thing. The fight within, like, oh, you see, like me especially, you get on your phone, you see people your age out there partying and doing this, and they got a house.
The consistency to show up. When you're an entrepreneur, to show up every day through those doors at the same time, and to be here all day, and That's the hardest. That's the battle every day, because sometimes you want to be like, man, I got this order, but
I'm
I
the
can
boss.
I can knock it out in 30 minutes. It
I'm
won't
the
hurt.
boss. I get to say when I show up.
No, no. That means you got to work harder. Like it's just you got to be consistent every day, and you can't give up, and you got to work hard every day. Sometimes you get to leave on time. Sometimes you work late. We've been here at the shop every day. Look, today's Sunday. We're here. We were here yesterday. We're here Monday through Friday. I mean, you eat, sleep, and breathe embroidery, laser. So for you, it's just more than the name. Like everybody's like, why did you name it So For You? Well, yeah, because we're sewing. We're sewing shirts. We're sewing in the upholstery, but we're sewing. I think like a lot of people don't see it, and we deal with it daily. We're sowing the word of God every day into people's lives because they come in. We don't ever expect it. We don't ever try. But how many people come in and
be lifting up their shirt, telling us their story, showing actual scars on their body, and they'll tell us how they started
they'll just tell you,
business.
hey, you know what? Can I pray for y'all today?
Can I pray for y'all? Or a lot of people will come in and say, it feels different in here. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I can tell y'all anything.
Yeah, and you're like, well, yeah, come on.
And sometimes we're like, oh my gosh, what are we, the therapy place?
they hit you with the Bible verse, and over the years now, I'm like, I don't read the Bible every single day or nothing, but I know more about the Bible.
Whether you wanted to read the Bible or not, God's gonna give you a word through somebody.
Yep. And shout out to Odessa Christian Facing and Pastor Don. Pastor Don, he's cool. I've learned a lot from him.
Yeah.
Like as far as business and all that from the word that, from him and Mary, from the word that he gives, like.
A lot of people don't like to hear the truth.
Yeah, that's all. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. Therefore, I tell you, choose life. So every day you gotta just choose life. You gotta watch what you say, watch what you feed your eyes, watch what you feed your ears, and just focus on your work. Focus on your work and focus on your hustle. Life's a hustle, and you don't want to get out hustled. So it is what it is. You gotta work hard.
Yep, we are here every day.
We're here every day.
Planting little seeds through every order that we do to hopefully one day see it grow big, you know?
We got our little quote over there on the computer every day, and it says start each day with the prayer. We focus on that every day. We come in the mornings, and before customers get here, we just, we do our prayer, and we ask for guidance and for wisdom and to just put the right people in our path, get the wrong people away from us, and be stress-free and debt-free. That's one of the biggest ones, and it's just a blessing to work with my daughter every day. I wouldn't have it no other way. It's one of the best things ever, and we have fun. If we're not arguing, or we don't argue a lot, it gets quiet.
It gets quiet.
It gets quiet. When things are clicking, it gets quiet. The music gets turned up. And one goes that way. One stays over here. And then finally we'll come back like, okay, you ready? Yeah, we're ready. And we'll get after it again. Because my way is not her way. Her way is not my way. We got to compromise. If you work with your
But I'm always
family,
like, oh, my dad does that, and then I'm like, I do the same thing.
If you work with
I
your
look
family,
like you and I'm the exact same
you
way.
You can't be afraid to get onto each other. I think that's the biggest thing people struggle with when they work with family. They don't want to cross that line or hurt feelings. Like, oh well, I've learned that now. Just we get mad, we'll get over it. We'll be here again tomorrow.
We'll be here again tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be here again tomorrow.
And then I can't say, you know what, bye. I walk out the doors, you know what, bye. See you at the house.
Yeah.
So you got to get over it.
That's it.
That's about it. So thank you for being the first guest, for showing up every day with me, and for being a big and a great example for me of how to work hard to be yourself.
Be
Don't
yourself.
be nobody else.
Yeah, don't ever follow nobody. Just be you. As
And
long as you're happy and you put God first, the rest just falls in place everywhere. Don't worry about what other people say or what other people think. Just do you. They talked about God, so they won't talk about us.
oh my god.
Oh well.
So that's it. That's about it. It's not
That's
just
it.
about Sew For You. It's not just about business. It's about
It's about
having
family
faith, having family, and putting in that hard work
and
every
hard work.
day.
Every day, work hard. Work hard every day because you have to. You just have to work hard.
Like, follow, share.
Like, follow,
Subscribe.
share, subscribe. Buy a cup. Because we got to hustle. Buy a cup. We make custom cups.
And who are we going to see on the podcast next?
Who are we
We
going
don't
to see on the podcast next?
Let us know. who you wanna see.
Entrepreneurs. We want to talk to more entrepreneurs. We want to talk to more people, positive people. Every once in a while, we might have to bring on a negative person.
A negative person.
To balance it out. Just let them come on.
Well, yeah, we need
Yeah.
people who think different than us
Yeah.
to see it.
Because we're in our own little bubble right here. We're in our own little world. We when you work for yourself out
All
there,
I see is gray, black, and turquoise.
that's it.
I don't
So-
see no other colors.
We want more entrepreneurs and just hear their side of it.
Well, I want more young people on the
And
podcast.
some younger people
my
for sure.
age, because I don't know a whole lot, but I know a few who are in business.
And that's pretty much it. That's just it's been cool. We've been talking about everything. We wrapped it up.
And see y'all on the next one.
And see you on the next one.